Hey everyone, welcome to week 9. We are officially halfway through the semester, so congratulations to you guys for making it halfway. That is awesome. So proud of all of you. Um, we are getting to the point of the semester where you might be starting to lose motivation and you might be experiencing burnout. So those are some things that I would like to focus on this week. So I do have a presentation and then we have a discussion activity this week. So let's go ahead and look at this presentation. Like always, when I do my presentations, I have videos embedded in them, and I would love if you would take the time to watch these videos. So, how to stay motivated. Sometimes earning your degree can feel like a slow process, right? Graduation can feel so far away, especially when you have your academic assignments and responsibilities on top of your personal lives. I know I've talked to multiple of you, and you all have jobs, you have families, you have babies you're raising. Maybe parents or grandparents you're taking care of. And so it can be incredibly challenging to juggle everything and still try to stay motivated. Being able to stay motivated in the face of any hardships and complacency will be important when trying to keep up with your studies. So there are a few different things that we're going to look at. The first one is creating a schedule and sticking to it. Now, I know I've already spent time going over different time management strategies, but at this point in the semester, if you are still struggling with a good time management strategy, please reach out to me so that I can help you maybe come up with a better plan. Um, Whenever we can start practicing those time management strategies and those skills, if you can build those now and have them, for the rest of your life, that really will help ease a little bit of your stress. Also, not just creating a schedule, but sticking to it. Sometimes that's where I fall off is like actually sticking to the plan that I've created for myself. And sometimes that means I have to go back and look at the plan and say, is this really the best strategy for me to use right now? Maybe I need to adjust. Next is setting realistic but challenging expectations. So think about when we were talking about time management. Sorry, I have like an eyelash stabbing me. Um, we also talked about setting SMART goals, right? So when making goals for your studies, it can be easy to overestimate what you think can be done in a day. So for example, I know there were probably multiple times as a student that I would put off my assignment until like 10 o'clock at night, right? And I'm sitting there and my discussion or my paper is due at 11:59 and I have given myself an hour and 59 minutes to do this assignment. And it just creates so much unneeded stress. Um, so we want to make goals that will match up with what we are realistically capable of in completing in a day or a set time so that it makes you feel more accomplished when you meet these expectations. Instead of feeling defeated, you will be in a better position to succeed. Short-term and long-term goals. So, those two go together. If I set a long-term goal for myself, sometimes it's too far out and I get a little bit, maybe not like not motivated, but a little bit like, aw, like that's so far away. So try to also set small short-term goals that will help you either reach that long-term goal or help you stay motivated so that you can get that immediate gratification while you're working towards a larger goal. Create a study group. I know this can be incredibly difficult if you are a completely online student. Some of you are half and half, like online, and you're doing some on campus stuff. And so it's a little bit easier to connect with people. Um, but I would encourage you that maybe you're trying to find somebody, right, that is also a fully online student that you can connect with. Go back and look at our like discussion boards, and maybe there's somebody on there that you connected with, and feel free, like, reach out to them. Help each other out, right? Just because it's a fully online course doesn't mean that you guys can't interact with each other. Um, and maybe you can create some kind of study group or study plan or just have accountability partners. Take care of yourself. At the end of the day, sometimes you do have to be a little bit selfish. Yeah, I am a people pleaser and I love taking care of people, but sometimes you really do have to just set a moment to yourself to help you stay motivated and prevent burnout. Listen, I know all of you have crazy schedules, crazy lives, 1,000 different things going on. Taking care of yourself can look like, I know for me, sometimes when I'm really busy, like sometimes I will just like get where I'm going, right? I park my car and I just sit there for a minute, maybe jam into a certain song, maybe completely turning off the radio and just like closing my eyes and taking a few deep breaths and being like, okay, I can do this, right? Um, that might be how you have time to take care of yourself. Maybe there's other ways that you can practice self-care that will be helpful, helpful for you. Okay, so being lacking motivation and burnout really kind of are two separate things. They're connected, but they are separate. So, for starters, it's important to understand what burnout is. It may seem straightforward, but understanding what you're feeling and why is an essential part of addressing the root of the problem so you can navigate ways to reduce symptoms of it in the future. Essentially, burnout is a reaction to prolonged or chronic stress. It takes form in a few different ways, mainly feeling exhausted, disengaged, bored, numb, and wanting to escape. These symptoms are important warning signs that your day-to-day routine contains un unsustainable patterns that you may need to tweak. Sorry, it took me a minute to read that from personal experience. I was in public education for 4 years, and while I thought that that was my dream job, maybe it's what I needed at that point in my life. And I will say, like, I did have some good time. I learned a lot of different things being a fifth grade reading teacher, and it was fun. But there were also so many other factors that I experienced burnout, and that is why I chose to ultimately switch careers. Um, I won't dive too much into this, but if you feel like this might be you, right? You might be feeling burnout. You might be experiencing that. Um, Let me know. Let's talk about it, right? Let's navigate it and see what we can do. Because I've personally felt burnout, and it got so bad. I had to drive myself to the emergency room because luckily, I had never really experienced a lot of chronic stress and anxiety in my life. But it got so bad to where I drove myself to the emergency room because I thought I was having like heart problems. I didn't know what was going on. And it was anxiety and stress. As crazy as that sounds, that's what it came down to after having multiple scans and doctor's appointments and things like that. I did not fully realize how much stress can take a toll on your actual physical well-being. So if you're experiencing this, you are not alone, and you can reach out, and I would be happy to just sit and listen to whatever you're going through. So, how can we avoid burnout? How can we avoid it? If you just adjust some things in your routine, then hopefully this can help you avoid burnout. So, control the controllable with gratitude. There are so many things that are completely outside of our control. and we just have to go with it. We just have to roll with it. So try to focus on what you can immediate control in your own life and appreciate it, right? You can cut out a lot of the background noise and bring an immense amount of joy to your daily life when you stop focusing on what you cannot control. Refocus your goals and stay organized. Sometimes, when we're going through burnout, you don't want to do anything. You just don't. So if you can take the time to refocus, right? Look at your bigger picture. What am I working towards? What are my next steps? What have I already accomplished? Right? And reorganize yourself. Take time for yourself. Again, you sometimes you just have to be a little bit selfish. Live a healthy lifestyle. Um, these things can get overlooked very quickly in life, especially when you are navigating lots of things. Exercise, right? Eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, all of these really, really will help reduce stress and help prevent that burnout. And this looks different for everybody, right? So you have to find what works for you. How can you apply these tips to school? All of these tweaks and changes to your routine will ultimately play an integral, sustainable role in your academic success. Oh, lots of big words back to back. Um, Down at the bottom, it's important to recognize that many of these tips take time to fit into your day-to-day routine and require a healthy balance as each day brings different opportunities. The hope is that by reducing burnout, you improve your academic performance online as well as in the rest of your life. Um, I will say sometimes it's hard. It's hard to refocus and do these things, but if you can try, and you don't have to change everything at once, right? You don't have to make this big long workout schedule that you're going to do 30 minutes every day, and then you're going to make sure you've got three balanced meals and you're getting 8 hours of sleep. Like, start with a really small goal of maybe setting aside 5 minutes in the morning to just yourself, or 5 minutes in the afternoon to just yourself to help you refocus. Start with those small goals and then work up to larger goals and larger, more time consuming changes. You can't change all of your habits at once, right? So there's that. Um, the next thing is our Padlet discussion. I am trying something a little bit new with the discussion board because of a resource that was just introduced to me. So hopefully, fingers crossed this works. So you'll click on this link and it's going to take you to a screen like this. Move myself out of the way for a minute. I will need you to click right here and change your name, right? There is no, that's weird. There's no plump kangaroo in my grade book, so I do need you to make sure that you change your name so that you can get credit for this, right? You don't have to sign up or anything like that. So the discussion topic question is, how can you apply the tips talked about in the staying motivated and preventing burnout presentation to you, and how do you stay motivated in school? So you're going to click this little pencil. There are multiple ways on how you can respond, and that's kind of why I wanted to try this out. So the first one is you can just type your response here, right? And again, I can't type and talk at the same time. So you could put that there. And then if you see something that somebody posted and you like it, you can heart it. You can add a comment, right? Full name. And it's on there. If you want to try out something different, you can upload a little video of yourself. I already have my other camera in place, so it's not gonna let me do both things. But if you have a camera, you can just upload a little video, like whatever, 10 seconds to stay motivated. I blah blah blah, right? And you can upload that there. You can um you can add a GIF or GIF, however you want to say it. So right, you can ooh, relaxation, right? And you can add a caption and you can say how I stay motivated. See, I can't multitask very well there. Ah, right? And then that's there. So I probably just nerded out over this new tool, but I hope that you guys find it fun. We'll see how it goes. I'll have to poll you guys and see if you like doing a discussion board this way. But as long as you answer it in some way, honestly, like you can add a little meme or a little GIF with a little comment, and I will take that as points. If that is how you stay motivated now. I don't know what I was about to say after that. Okay, so and I'm sorry that this was a very long video. I just had a lot to say. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. And again, if you need me, I'm here. If you need to talk about motivation, if you need to talk about burnout, let's talk about it. If you have difficulties with the Padlet, please let me know and I will try to troubleshoot that. Hope you guys have a great week. Bye.